Hey guys, what's up? Todd here. Uh, Welcome back to weekly updates. You may have noticed I was missing for a couple weeks. Um, and yes, there's sort of a mix of good news and bad news there. Let's start out with the bad news. Let's like ripping a band aid off here. Um, I am up a few pounds, like 3 pounds in these last couple weeks. Um, So that's not good. That's not the goal. Um, but, stuff happens. This past 3 or 4 weeks has been, you know, pretty different for me. We had the end of the semester. I am both a teacher and a student at two different colleges. So it's a busy time at the end of the semester, and I think I mentioned that in my last video that I was cutting back on working out. Well, that didn't help, obviously. Probably also the stress of, I was just overwhelmed with work those couple weeks. And then I had some medical issues. You might have seen a post I made about going into the hospital for a procedure. Um, and I'm not going to get any deeper into that in this video, but if you're someone who knows me personally, and you are curious, we can talk about what was happening there. But I'm fine. I'm going to be fine. Um, and then this last week I pulled my back, you know. So yeah, it's not been not been a good few weeks here. But you just got to keep going, I suppose. Um, so, moving on then to some good news. Yesterday, I completed a 5 kilometer run. I did a 5K. Um, I, until doing this sort of run of Couch to 5K, I had probably never run 2 miles at a go. I think the furthest I ever probably ran in one go was like about a mile and a half. That was with a friend of mine in grad school. She convinced me to go run around the track at the University of Colorado, the indoor track, and yeah, that was painful. um, so yeah, running 3.1 miles was not something I expected to do, probably ever. But I did it. Couch to 5K, I think, pretty good program. There's some points in there that are sort of tough, but some big jumps. Week 5 in particular, I think a lot of people would agree is one of the biggest jumps um, in the program. So if you're gonna do the program, uh, don't be intimidated. If you have a week that you can't get through, the general recommendation is just attempt that week again. So um, that's basically the easiest way to sort of slow down the program is just repeat a week if you have to. Um, I never ended up repeating any weeks until the very end. I repeated week 8 a couple times because I had this plan to do a 5K run with a couple of my friends last week. Then that's when I pulled my back at work. Um, so that didn't work out. So then yesterday, I was just, my back felt quite a bit better. It's been, 5 days since I'd initially pulled my back. Back's feeling a little better. I decided to just go for a training run. I was going to do 2.75 miles. That's the week 8 workout. And literally about half a mile into the run, I was like, well, why don't I just do 3.1 miles? Why don't I do a 5K and just get this over with? And I met my goal. My goal was to do it in under 45 minutes, which to many of you probably sounds very slow. One of my friends, when I told him that was my goal, he's like, "That's like just like a light jog." I'm like, "Well, maybe for you, um, but you also don't weigh 290 pounds, like, and you're not as unfit as I am. So, given my times on my previous runs in the program, 45 minutes seemed like a challenging time for me personally." And I did it. I completed it in 44 minutes and 40 seconds. So 20 seconds under the line. Um, so that went well. Um, Last Friday, while my back was still hurting a little bit, I went for a bike ride. And that just made me happy. Because, as you know, I like bikes a lot more than I like running. And I had not been on my bike in about 3 weeks before that, due to all the stuff with school and everything. I had just given, I wanted to keep doing the running, but I stopped doing the biking just for extra time at that end of the semester crunch. So, in a sense, I feel sort of reinvigorated by starting to bike again. like, because biking is what I actually enjoy. Um, I mean, I've come to be okay with running, but it's still not like something I'm like, oh, I mean, I am sort of, it's weird. I'm starting to actually look forward to going on like a running workout. I hope that doesn't become permanent. um, I didn't really prepare a quote for you guys this week, so I'm sorry about that. I just was not thinking that far in advance. I just wanted to get this video out quick as I'm getting ready to go to work here today at the bike shop. So I'll leave you there. I'm up a few pounds. I had a rough few weeks, but I'm just gonna get right back after it. I'm still gonna have the same goal. I can make up 3 pounds over the next, year or more that I plan to be trying to get down to my goal weight. So, it's a little setback, but it's just that a little setback. And I'm healthy. I'm doing okay, and I'm gonna get after this. So, I will see you all next week. Peace.